Hey Peaches, so today I am doing this prom look for you that I threw together. This is actually going to be a collab video with Ashley Alvarez, and I will have her channel linked down below. She's super awesome and talented, and you guys should definitely check her out. This is going to be kind of a long video, so we're just going to go ahead and get into it. I hope that you guys really enjoy this. I had so much fun doing it for you, and let's get started. Okay, so starting off, even though I've already washed my face, I'm going to use my simple makeup wipes to make sure I don't have any residue left over on my face or on my eyes or anything. If you go to have your makeup done by a makeup artist, this is probably one of the first things that they would do. Mostly there because they don't know, how long it's been since you've washed your face or anything like that. But really too, this kind of helps exfoliate and get any dead skin off, so it kind of makes your makeup go on a lot smoother. Okay, so now that makeup is removed, I'm going to go in with my Cetaphil lotion that I have a skincare routine up that you guys can check out where I talk about everything I use on my skin. This is my favorite moisturizer ever, and I think that it's crucial in any makeup to apply a good moisturizer to your skin. Okay, so first things first, for my face primer, I'm going to be using this Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer. This is one of my favorites, and it's just from the drugstore. It makes my makeup last all day, and it keeps me pretty matte, even though that's not technically in its description. So I'm just going to take about a pump or two of that and apply that all over. So I'm going to go in with my erase paste from Benefit that looks like this. This is a correcting concealer for underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to take a little dollop of that with the brush that it comes with and dab that under my eyes. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and just start dabbing that in. Okay, so now that I have that pretty blended out, I'm going to go in with some foundation. Today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation. The reason I'm using this one today is because it is matte, so it's going to look good in photos today, but it isn't going to be so matte that my face looks very flat. So I'm going to take that on the other end of my damp beauty blender like this. And I'm just going to dot that around my skin and start blending it in. So next I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer for underneath my eyes. I've really been loving this one, and again, it's just from the drugstore. So I'm going to make a pretty dramatic triangle shape down here, and then I'm going to put a little bit of that on the inner corner as well, because I have really dark inner corners, as well as under eye circles. Just one of the joys. Okay, so the face is pretty much done now. Now I just have to set everything. So for that, I'm going to be using my Airspun Loose Face Powder. I got this from Walgreens, I'm pretty sure, and this is just translucent, so it does have a little bit of color to it. I think I've showed you guys before, but not too much. And then for under my eyes, I'm going to be baking just a little bit with my Vid9 Neutral Set. So this is a colorless powder, so it is white, and I'm going to take a dry beauty blender to apply that. So usually I just like this to set long enough for me to get all of my eyeshadows and products out for my eyebrows and eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and let this sit for a second, and then I will be back to dust that off. So now that I have everything set, I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. I'm just going to start with a spoolie to brush all of the product from my face off of my brows and just to get them kind of in place. So I'm going to start with this Maybelline Browsation pin, and it is double-sided. I'm just going to use the side that is a stick, and I'm just going to start getting kind of an outline for my brows. So now that my brows are pretty much done, I'm going to use some Urban Decay Primer Potion to prime my eyes. So I'm going to start with this brush from Morphe, and it is just a blender brush. It's not their biggest one, I don't think, but it is pretty fluffy. I'm not sure the number on that. Then I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Smoky Naked palette and use the color Combust, which is a really good crease color because it's so close to just a natural skin tone. I feel like this is pretty flattering no matter who uses it. And I'm just going to carve out my crease. When I get a good bit of that applied, I'm going to take my Sigma tapered blending brush. This is the E40, and I'm just going to clean up any harsh lines that I might have, just so this is really, really blended and smoky. Next, I'm going to take Salted Caramel from my Chocolate Bar Too Faced palette, and I'm just going to pretty much apply that in the same places. And just not go up as high as I did with that first color. Okay, so that's pretty much what we should have so far. Again, I'm just going to take my Sigma brush and make sure that I'm staying nice and blended. You're pretty much going to do this through every step of this. Then I'm going to take just a bit of Cherry Cordial, that is also from the Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm just going to start on my outer corner here, and I'm just kind of dabbing it on so I don't get too much color right at the beginning, and then I'm just going to kind of blend it on there. So just take your time blending that color in. You're going to work really, really carefully with this color because it can be too much, kind of too quick. Now I'm going to take Creme Brulee, that's also from the Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm just going to take a flat shader brush for that. And I'm going to apply that right to the middle of my eye. Take it in a little bit towards the inner corner, and I'm just kind of patting this color. I'm not really swiping it so much. So then ever so slightly you're going to take Cherry Cordial again, and in this inner corner you're just going to hit the place that didn't get any color and blend it up towards that Cherry Cordial on the other side. I always like to start with just a little bit of this so it doesn't look like I've been beat in the face. Really make sure that you're blending that out. You want that to be super smooth. So now I'm just going to highlight with white chocolate from the Chocolate Bar palette. So for my eyeliner, I'm not going to do anything too spectacular. I'm just going to be using this L'Oreal Black Buster and the Revlon Color Stay. Both are liquid liners. The only reason I'm using two is one is kind of a chunky tip and the other one is super skinny. So I'm going to start with the Black Buster. And I'm just going to line not all the way in, but just where my lashes start, all the way out. So there's what I have so far. Now I'm just going to go ahead and use my Revlon liner to create my wing. Alright, now that I have everything done with my eyes as far as eyeshadow and my liner goes, I'm going to put some false lashes on. So you definitely don't have to do this. I just think that false lashes look a lot prettier and more dramatic in pictures. I'm going to be using some Ardell Demi Wispies, so I'm going to apply those off camera and then I'll be right back to finish everything up. Okay, so now I have my false lashes on and I'm just going to take a little bit more of Cherry Cordial and add that under on my lower lash line. I'm like trying to decide which mirror to look in and I can't pick one. Okay, so now the eyes are complete. I'm going to zoom you guys in really quick so that you can see the finished product of the eyes, and then we're going to finish up with lips and the rest of the face. So here is pretty much what they look like all finished. So for my lips, I'm just going to take that makeup remover wipe that I started with and get off any foundation that might be on my lips, which there always is a little bit. I'm going to be using this NYX liner. This is in the color Burgundy. It's one of my favorites ever. It's just a dark red color and I'm just going to line like normal. And I'm just lining a little bit more dramatically on the corners of my lip to be able to add some definition. And now I'm going to go in with my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Copenhagen. This is one of my favorites. It's so pretty and vampy. And I'm going to just start with a little bit because this is a pretty intense color. So I'm going to get some on the middle of my lip and then just use my finger to blend it towards the ends. Okay, so now that the lips are complete, I'm just going to finish up with some bronzer, blush, and some highlight. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and it just looks like this. I absolutely love this, again from the drugstore. I'm going to take this big fan brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to put some of that on my cheeks, down my nose, on my chin. Now for blush, I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in Dolce Pink, and it just looks like this, super pretty and shimmery. Now I'm just going to finish up with some Hoola Benefit bronzer, and I'm just going to use the little brush that this comes with, and I'm going to make sure that my forehead is a little bit more defined. I'm going to take some of this down my nose. And then I'm going to clean up my jawline as well. Okay, so that completes this prom look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. This was so much fun to kind of play around and pick some colors and just come up with a look for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I have 3 more giveaways planned for you guys, aside from the current one that I am hosting. Leave your requests down below for me so I know what you want to see, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!